Hey guys, Tasha here from Stardust Gold Crochet. Welcome to Saturday Stitch Explorers. So this stitch we're going to do today is really simple. It's going to be a short video tutorial on how to do a surface stitch. And this pattern will be coming out soon. It is called the Fuzzy Bee, and it's in testing right now. But in this pattern, I do a simple stitch here. And it's also worked on the gloves that I'm working on. So let's get started and show you. You can do so many different things with the surface stitch. And there's so many different things and ways you can create patterns. And I'll show you some examples in a picture. Here's an example of two surface stitches that I did with the gold and the turquoise there. And this is an example from Lynette Crochet, and you can see the lines that she created and the color contrast, which is really beautiful. Okay, so to start a surface stitch, you're going to need your yarn and your hook, of course. Create a slip knot, however you like to create your slip knots. And the surface stitch is worked on any surface, any kind of crochet surface. You can work it through edging. It's basically free form, so you can do it however you want and come up with a lot of creative different ways to work it. But for this tutorial, I'm going to work a surface stitch in each of these stitches right along the top border of the other surface stitch. So once I have this on my hook, I'm going to go ahead and take my hook out and then find where you want to start, which can be anywhere. Usually on a seam is a good place to start, like right here. So I'm just going to put my hook in from the front down through the back. You can see. Then I'm going to insert or attach the slip knot onto the hook. And this stitch kind of works blindly, but once you get the hang of it, it goes easy. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to pull that through up to the other side like that, just so the top part's sticking out. And that's what your bottom's going to look like. So go ahead and grab your yarn with your left hand and kind of position it like you would normally, like you're going to crochet. Give it a little bit of tension. So I'm like holding it like that. So what we're going to do is you're basically doing a running slip stitch along the top. So you can find the holes on where you want to insert it. Keep it kind of loose. Insert and kind of feel around now. You're going to feel around for your yarn and just loop your yarn over your hook and just pull through like that. Make sure you keep your tension somewhat loose, and then you're going to slip stitch it through straight to the other side. I'll get a little bit closer so you can see better. So you can see we created one surface stitch. So insert your hook into the next hole or wherever you'd like and kind of feel around for it down below. Grab it, pull it up, slip stitch it through. You do the same thing, just pull it up. Make sure your tension's a little loose. The reason why you want your loose tension because this stitch can actually draw together fabric and bunch it up if you don't keep it loose. So you want to also keep in mind the stretch of the project that you're working on while you're using this stitch. So make sure that you have, if it's a hat or something that needs to have some ease to it, you're going to want to make sure that this loop is loose and that loop is also loose so that you get enough stretch. And you can see my tension is not perfect from stitch to stitch, but it does take a little bit of practice. And once you get the hang of it, it starts to go fast, just like everything else. And so there's that. It's a great way to add some accents. It also has a really cool two-sided factor to it because on the other side it kind of just looks like a sewing running stitch. So you can get two different looks with each side. And this yarn's a little bit thinner than the one I used before, but you can see that it adds a nice little border to it. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Give it a thumbs up and a like. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I've tried to do stitch tutorials every week. The past, I'd say 5 or 6 weeks have been really rough because my life is in transition right now, so I haven't really been doing them. But I'm going to get back on it now that things are starting to settle down a bit. And I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care. If you have any questions, let me know. This pattern will be on my blog live probably by the middle of November. Alright guys, take care. Happy crocheting.